Zimbabwe is a landlocked country in southern Africa, known for its dramatic landscape and diverse wildlife. It is famous for its Zambezi River, which falls 108 meters into the narrow Batoka Gorge at the Victoria Falls, a spectacle that tourists from all across the world come to witness. In recent years, Chinese tourists have played an important role in the growth of Zimbabwe's tourism industry. And now, Zimbabwe is seeking to attract tourists from the Middle East region to further expand its inbound tourism base. The direct contribution of travel and tourism industry to Zimbabwe's GDP is approximately just 3.5%, whereas countries like Uganda have been able to earn as much as 10% of their GDP revenue from their tourism industry. We caught up with members of the Zimbabwe delegation that participated at the Arabian Travel Market held in Dubai recently.
We have realized that our growth has been very slow as far as the Middle East market is concerned. We have come here as part of trying to up those numbers. We want to have at least a 40% growth from where we stand currently, which is about slightly under 10,000 visitors yearly from this side of the world. And there's a lot of people, the population is big on this end. And yes, we would love to increase that. So what we've done, we've engaged a destination marketing company. We are out here talking to the media like yourselves. We are talking to everybody that cares to listen, to hear more about this beautiful, exciting brand, which, by the way, was named as a third must-visit destination in the whole world.
As one of the leading tourist attractions in Zimbabwe, the Victoria Falls has been attracting tourists to Zimbabwe from far and wide. The government recently spent $150 million to modernize the Victoria Falls airport, which has resulted in a 25% increase in visitor numbers. Air connectivity is a major problem for Zimbabwe's tourism industry. With limited airlines flying into the country, Zimbabwe's tourism industry has not been able to flourish the way it should have.
The issue of connectivity is a big issue that we are currently looking at with a microscopic eye, with the view of trying to improve it. So number one, what we have done also here at the Arabian Travel Market is we have extensively met with a lot of airlines. This is in a bid to try and make sure that we get more airlines coming into the country. We have one major airline which has been servicing that route quite well from the Middle East. We have also another African airline which also has been servicing this route, but we would like to see that number increase to at least 6 major airlines within this year. That is our target, and hopefully this will continue to bring in more people from the Middle East market.
Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and even Mozambique are your competitors when you're trying to penetrate the Middle East market.
Navid, they are not our competition. We are not in competition with Kenya. We are not in competition with any of these destinations. I'll tell you why. Our destination is the only destination that is sitting in the major books in the world as an 8th wonder of the world. So we can't compete with people who are not within that realm. So in as much as they are good and they have everything else to offer, but we have the most prestigious tourist sites that Zimbabwe or the world has ever seen. So it is really at your own peril if you do not visit Zimbabwe. You want to experience the culture, you want to experience the people. We are the safest destination in Africa at the moment. And yes, we would love to host people, so we have gone out to deliberately learn more about the Arabian market, about the Middle East market. So we're Middle East ready. You come there, the kind of food that you're supposed to be having, you come and eat it there. If you are Chinese, we're China ready. You come and you have the Chinese experience in Zimbabwe from a Zimbabwean perspective. So yes, we are a global destination that is well focused, that is well engineered, and extremely ready to host whoever comes into our doors.
Talking about tourism infrastructure, what kind of tourism infrastructure is available in Zimbabwe, and what kind of experiences can Middle East travelers expect when they are visiting Zimbabwe?
We boast of our wildlife, the pristine wildlife. This is what has put us on the map. We're one of the most sustainable destinations. In fact, we won an award last year in that regard. But when you come to Zimbabwe, we have activities around safari. We have activities also around adventure, aquarium activities such as water rafting, fishing. We also have activities to do with sports. It's big. We have amazing golf estates in the country, 4 of them to be precise, that are of a world class. You will remember we have given birth to some of the best golfers that have ever emerged in the world, the likes of Nick Price, the likes of Brandon de Jong. These guys are coming from Zimbabwe, and yes, they've given us the impetus to build those golf courses. And of course, luxurious travel. We cater for the A-list celebrities. The likes of Will Smith have landed in Zimbabwe. They've enjoyed themselves. Tyler Perry was recently in Zimbabwe. He loved the wildlife there. He loved the safari. So this is just a few of the things that we offer. In terms of infrastructure, we have very good hotels, 5-star hotels, 4-star hotels, and going down. And we also are offering homestays as well. In the advent of Airbnb, we have partnered with companies such as these to make sure that people can experience the actual culture of Zimbabwe.